R. Kelly from a man who says he has videotape of the singer with underage girls.
Now, the man was cleaning out an old videotape collection when he thought what he found was a recording of an R. Kelly concert. But what he discovered was something much more disturbing.
R. Kelly appeared to be on the tape, but not in concert. Instead, he was sexually abusing underage African-American girls.
So with us, we have criminal defense attorney Sara Azari with more on the story. First off, everybody's asking, that's pretty peculiar that this man found these tapes, had no idea he had them. So that's peculiar in and of itself. So now this is 3 tapes that have been brought to federal authorities regarding R. Kelly. What could happen to him if it is found that he's on those tapes?
Right. So look, more tapes, more victims could be more compelling evidence. But again, who is this guy?
Right.
You got to check out the guy, how he came across the tape. Are the tapes, do they actually, is it R. Kelly on the tape? Are these young women on the tape under 18? And, you know, are the tapes authentic? Are they tampered with? What does chain of custody look like? I mean, just because there's tape doesn't mean it's good tape, right? So evidentiary speaking. But again, if these tapes check out, everything's good with them, there are more witnesses. We saw what happened with Bill Cosby. This could be more damning evidence. I mean, there's a power in numbers.
Well, this is like a house of cards. Things are crumbling down for R. Kelly. And speaking of crumbling down, he got out of jail this weekend. He was back in jail because he failed to pay custody of $161,000. Someone paid that. And now he's out. But let's just get to his ex-wife. His ex-wife, the reason why he said he didn't pay it was she wasn't letting him see the kids.
Right.
So he stopped paying. Can she do that, and can he do that?
Look, custody, there's a correlation between custody and child support payments. But just because you don't have custody of your child does not absolve you from the obligation of paying for support. So him blaming, you know, he's always been blaming others. He's blaming his ex-wife for his legal problems. We saw what happened in the interview with Gayle King. He is the victim. I mean, that is what he puts out in the court of public opinion as his defense. And so, again, so what? You couldn't have your kids possibly because the court ordered you to stay away from the kids for one reason or another. That doesn't mean that you don't pay for their support.
I mean, my question is, who's paying this for this
Right,
guy?
$161,000
Who knows? Apparently he still
again.
has some fans. Apparently he still has some fans.
So let's move on to Jussie Smollet, the Empire star. 16 felony counts. Why 16? That's been the big question.
Right. Look, Mark Garagos, on behalf of Smollett's defense team, has come out and said this is prosecutorial overkill. Well, there is no defense of prosecutorial overkill in the court of law. This is PR in the court of public opinion. Prosecutors can do this. I mean, welcome to my world. It's done every day, all day. What they've done is they've parsed out every alleged false statement, and that's how they've come up with 16 different counts.
So every lie he told ends up being 16
all
lies
pertaining to the same
total.
incident.
Gotcha.
So there's still one incident, disorderly conduct under Illinois law, but each false statement is a separate, and this could be, I'm speculating, but prosecutors have strategy when they do this. And in this case, they presented the evidence to a grand jury for indictment as opposed to filing a complaint. And so the concern might have been jury confusion and avoiding jury confusion. Rather than dumping all the statements in one, they parsed it out so the jury goes one by one.
Let's be honest here. They have a better chance of prosecution, I mean, by doing this versus a lump sum.
Of course it helps them as well, yes. But at the end of the day, look, it makes no difference whether he's found guilty of 1, 10, or 16, he's still facing the same consequences. I mean, the court's not going to sentence him to multiple sentences on each count.
Right.
They're probably going to run it concurrently.
And it could be about 3 years in jail.
Up to 3 years in prison, thousands of dollars of fine, restitution payment, and then, of course, bye-bye to his career and his reputation.
Well, Garagos, Jussie's attorney, is saying that the Chicago PD are not too clean on this one. Well, that they have tampered with some evidence. What are they saying, or what is he claiming?
Yeah, he's been claiming this from the beginning, that this is a setup. He's completely innocent. They're lying about him creating this hoax, this assault on himself. They're saying that even the medical records that he had when he went to the hospital after the alleged assault, that those are potentially tampered with. And now they're pointing to the 16-count indictment and saying, look, and now they're trying to cover up for their cover-up, and they're, they're using 16 counts.
And that could affect the case if that is true. If they were tampering with evidence, I would imagine that's affecting the case.
Absolutely, but the defense has subpoena power. The defense can get the medical records directly from the hospital. So,
All right, Sara, thank you.
Thank you.
Long list there. All right, Sara, thanks again. Okay.